You're gonna be amazed how fun and productive this vertical planter will be for you. Let's grow! I'm gonna show you how I set up my greenstock vertical planter for optimal growth. There are two different types of bases. This one is a spinner base, and then there's also a mover base where you can add the wheels and move it around. But we're using just the spinner base because I have this perfect spot for it. And then we were able to spin it around to access the sun. We're gonna also add our little tube here. This allows for drainage of water. And I'm going to actually put it where my plants are, so all the excess water will water these extra plants here. So greenstock has two different sizes. I have the original planter, which is back there. I also have this leaf planter with the optional basket weave. Look at that. A very unique watering system right here, and then some drainage holes. Let's go get planting. I'm gonna show you a quick tip on how I like to plant really fast. All right, let's get to filling these up. With really good quality potting soil, the better results you'll get. First tip, get smaller bags if you can't carry big bags. This was on sale because it was a bigger bag. I'm gonna spend the extra $1 to get the smaller bags because these are hard to tip over and hard to carry around, so smaller bags. This is one way to fill up your planters. Another way is to stack it and then fill it up. But if you do it that way, you want to make sure to cover the little hole in the middle, that funnel, just so the dirt doesn't go on the tier below it, because we want to keep that clean. This is why we strength train at the gym. Make sure this is not being blocked. This is where the water goes, excess water goes down at the center reservoir on the top. And you want to fill up all the way to the top, because once you water it in and over time, the soil will settle down. All right, here are some plants we are going to be placing in there and planting. And I have strawberries growing in my planter that are growing really well. I also love putting in some lettuce, cilantro, and those work really well for me. Right now we're gonna put in some determinate tomatoes I have here. I have some flowers, marigolds, also basil. I'm also gonna be putting some lettuce and zinnias. So here's my planting plan, my design, and I have some flowers here on actually the bottom tier is number 7. And we have some alyssum, basil, and lettuce. And I have these all planned out so that they don't grow into each other. The greenstock can actually grow quite a few plants. There's 6 pockets per tier, and there's 7 tiers here on this leaf planter. So that's 42 plants that you can plant. And sometimes you could do multiples in each tier. So 42 plus plants. Hey guys, can you pass me the water reservoir? Thanks! Okay, you wanna make sure this is clean. No soil gets in here while we stack. And we can spin it. Whee! Next here, gotta refer to my handy dandy design because there's a lot of tiers. And I found this amazing cute flower at the nursery, and it should fill up real nice and give us a nice pop of color. You know what? I'm gonna add some fertilizer to the remaining tiers. There's a mixture of vermicompost and general fertilizer. So just a little handful for each plant, each pocket. Give it a nice boost. Okay, so when you stack them up, you want to make sure it interlocks. It'll snap in place once you get it in the right spot. There we go. Just make sure everything is locked in. There we go. Whee! Next year. Okay. Again. And then I want to align these holes to face the pockets. I left this empty so that the tomatoes can have more room and not block whatever is growing here. Okay, number 4. I'm just loosening up the roots. It looks a little bit root bound. Here's a tip for Southern California or places that have very warm summers. Our containers get dry really quick, so a lot of these plants thrive in the heat, like tomatoes, marigolds, zinnias, and then basil as well. Next one. There's these interlocking mechanisms here to make sure that you're stacking these tiers properly so they'll be even. You want them even because the watering system will water appropriately, because if it's not, your tiers would lean and also the water in here won't water evenly. So we want it even. We want it balanced and straight. This is the watering reservoir that goes right on the top. We want to make sure that it is also interlocking. So we're going to give this a good soaking. We're going to add the water here on the top on the watering reservoir, and it's going to fill up. Once it fills up, it will funnel down in its unique watering system and water each tier. When I first do a planting like this, I also want to water each tier thoroughly. Give it a good soak. I do this on the first planting, and then you can also check to see if during the season, because sometimes it gets really warm, you kind of want to also water the tiers. But majority of the time, you're just going to be watering here from the top. So we can call it a day. We've stacked, we've planted, we've watered. Look at this beautiful planter. I can't wait for it to fill in. But what about this top reservoir? This is where we're gonna put the water. We don't want to get it clogged. We don't want dirt to get in here. So what do? We got you. This beautiful top. Look how cute it is, a little bee. And he's gonna water the plants by opening this little gadget here. You put the water here on the top. And when you're done, you close it back up. Done. And it's so stinking cute. Very functional. Love it. So there's a couple accessories that you might want to take a look at. I have this trellis system that I'm really excited to use for my determinate tomatoes here. These are going to get probably this tall. So we want to give it a little bit of support. So I'm going to put these and slip them in here for the added support. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to put it on the other one. Can I turn this around? Yes, because we have the spinner base right here. We're gonna put it on this tomato too, because look at it, it's already tipping over. We're just gonna slip it in there. Easy peasy. And it has a little support system. Let's do that here too. Done. And there's so many other accessories that you could take a look at for the green stock. I do have an affiliate link on the description below. Check that out for additional discount. And thank you again for hanging out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your other gardening friends. Bye! Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da, bum, 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 bum.